How you guys doing? Yeah. I just drove out here a long way. I was on the freeway and I had one of those like bang, smash, smoke, shake. But I made it. I never done that on my car. I just turned 36 and I'm ready to shake my moneymaker. As soon as I figure out what part of me makes money. I've been asked for radio. Somebody's like, you're a comic, it's your mouth, that's what makes your money. I'm like, that's so dirty. I just want you to love me for my brain. Because my mouth gets tired. I'm talking. Why does everybody laugh when I say that? I am good. I feel kind of old though. I do feel old. Like recently I hurt one of my feet, which really bummed me out because that's like 50% of my feet. I need them. I don't use them a lot, but when I do, I like to use both of them at the same time. You know? I don't know. I'm not supposed to like being a fat girl, but I kind of do because number one, it keeps white people away from me. I really don't like their fat chicks. That's okay, I don't like them either. And you're great. I just don't like anyone you know or maybe your ancestors. Anything like that. And the other thing is I'm fat, white, and fertile. That makes me like a 10 in third world countries. And some U.S. neighborhoods like Oakland. I love doing comedy there. People are like, I can't believe you do Oakland, aren't you scared? I'm like, no, I'm the safest thing on the street when I go home. They like escort me to my car. There's an entire gang that just follows me. They ask me if I want them to go home. I'm totally safe there. They love me. And they're so adorable. They're like, oh, I'm going to make your booty clap. She didn't really clap anymore, but God damn it, you can try really hard. And they're like, ooh, 510. Like, we really can't argue with that pickup line. That's the best. Because what do I require these days? That you know your area code, you don't use cheap toilet paper, and you don't mind if I pick you up in my minivan because you're probably a felon and can't drive anyway. Although I come from New York, and the quality of felons in the Bay Area is supreme. Compared to New York, that's all I'm saying. Anybody have kids here? You have kids? How many kids do you have? You have one? I have 4. I lose! Kids are funny, delicious little bastards. There's a lot of love in my house, but Mom has to kind of keep herself full enough once a month that she doesn't eat her children, which is why I look like I do. They're just lucky they're being raised by such a strong black woman as myself. I have dogs too, and I kind of like the dogs sometimes a little bit more, more because dogs don't mind being locked in the crate for a few hours a day, do they? Although I have my 4-year-old up to 3 hours a day, and I'm so excited. It was his idea. It was just amazing, so I keep doing it every single day. But you guys know the story of Hansel and Gretel, the little kids. They were, locked in the cages by the old witch. And I'm just telling you, if you're a parent, you know that Hansel and Gretel wanted to be locked in those crates, and it wasn't until somebody took a picture on Facebook that she was called a witch. We're rewriting history here. Oh, these kids there are great. Not only do I have 4 kids, but I have 4 boys. I know. So it's like, it must be really hard having 4 kids. And I'm like, you realize you kind of overachieve with the first 1 or 2, and then after that, it's not so hard keeping something alive. Like, even a garden grows with neglect, right? Something will water it. A dog will pee on it. It'll grow. Like a bird will shit a seed out, and it'll grow. It might grow a little skinny, a little twisted, a little serial killer-ish, but then it'll be like a smart-ass 10-year-old and be like, thank you for your neglect, Mom, and made me stronger. So what I'm saying is my garden's okay. And I do love these boys because they walk around the house and say stupid things like, I just flicked a pick me, I'm jousting on Uranus, punch each other in the balls and go, look at the right side, at least the crabs are dead. And boys make everything about penis, don't they, sir? Yes. Like songs, jokes, family photos. You should have seen my last Christmas card. You gotta listen to Megan's vlog for that one. penis like my water glass. And my 4-year-old came downstairs and probably explained to me to brush his penis with his brother's toothbrush. Because hygiene is very important in my house. But I have not heard of the 5-second rule for toothbrushes on penis, so I gave it back to the 10-year-old. And you can judge me all you want, but I'm a single mother and good toothbrushes are expensive. And he's 4, he does not have the herpes. For at least 12 more years. I think. I hope. Oh gosh, that's gross. 4-year-old herpes, that's my luck. Yeah, I would teach these older guys where not to put their penis too, like with my ex, I did teach them not to put it in my friends. That's a story. Oh, I do. I have a teenager. He's almost 17, and he's amazing. Like as soon as I realized I was raising a douchebag, it's been all good. It's all great. You just gotta get on board. My name is Gina, so he calls me the Gina in public. And I come up with any reason to leave bruises legally. Like punch buddy. Mom's favorite game. We're actually really bonded. We have a psychic connection because he knows every time I'm going to punch him in the head. It's so adorable. And I'm not advocating child abuse. It's just a bonding moment. Because like I swing, he ducks, we laugh and laugh. It's just an amazing moment with my child. He recently came to me and he's like, Mom, I think I'm done shoplifting. I think I'm over it. And I was like, really? I didn't even know that you had started. He's not the sharpest crayon that's ever come out of my box. Two? Okay. I'm blind, so I can't see shit. So, which is probably why I didn't know he was shoplifting. But here's the thing, like, I think it was Bo Burnham that said, like, the purest irony is getting pregnant on a pull-out couch. And I realized my 16-year-old, yeah, right? I realized my 16-year-old was conceived with the help of irony and Zima. I haven't touched Zima in 16 years. I'm actually twice divorced, and I realized why I was failing marriages, because I was marrying men. But no, I was also yeah, just get on board, ladies. But I was a freak in the streets and a lady in the sheets. A little backwards. I got all we got now, though. It's about life, liberty, and the pursuit of child support. California dreaming. I really don't want anybody on the other side of my bed ever again permanently. Like somebody's like, "What's your side?" I'm like, "Girl, my side, go home." But I had to start dating because I was told stupid things like, "Look at me on the shower curtain, not for serial killers or spiders, but just in case the shower fairy brought me a buggy." Wrapping myself around people in the 7-Eleven line, asking them to spoon me for a minute. But I get a little bit, distracted when I date too, because I was sitting across the table from someone who wasn't all that bad looking, but he had a lump behind his ear, and I was like, "What is it? Is it a parasitic twin? Does it eat cookies? Does it talk? Does it like that? What the fuck?" Adorable how dysfunctional I am. Like, I want to bang a tow truck driver just for the experience. I'll never want to talk about it. And here's your PSA for the night I'm living with. Doesn't a memory foam mattress sound especially terrifying? Just like sometimes you just want to forget what happened there. And here's the other thing. When you are 36 and you're twice divorced, people tend to call you a cougar. And I'm not really a cougar, I'm more like a turtle. Because if you flip me on my back, I'm going to stay for a while.